And hello, everybody. Welcome to a special Star Wars CCG presentation. This is going to be a live presentation of the Jawa Cup. Today, we're going to have a special game. It is going to be two 4-0 players vying for the top spot in in the Jawa Cup. These players are Apollyon, Jason Rendo, and Tacobill, Bill Kafer. So both these players are 4-0. They're playing really, really well in the event and everything. And I'm excited to stream this game. Joining me a little bit later is going to be Joe Olson. He's also going to be doing some commentary on this game. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun afternoon. We do have another game currently going on, so I'm actually going to go into that game really quick. Just to watch it, check it out and everything, see what's going on. This game is the Matt Wadden versus. This is going to be Matt Wadden versus Ryan Jelson. It is a Let the Wookiee Win Wookiee deck versus Mall Hut SSA. This is the deck that Batmouse created. He's played it a lot. Ryan Jelson looks like he picked up on it. So you can see like what's going on right now. Bunch of Wookiees on the table, and we got a bunch of guys at Kashyyyk. So Admiral Akbar, Solo, Mirex, and Elris Medak all on the home one. Facing down Vader and his tie, DS61-5 on his tie, Baron Saber one, Baron's on Saber 1, and Boba Fett on Slave 1. We're on Ryan Jelson's turn. He just throws down a B2 battle droid and Kylo Ren with lightsaber. And there's a first strike as well. Just letting everybody know that we're streaming the Tacobill game here currently. So we have a battle in this game. I believe both of these players are also in the top part of the Jawa Cup. So again, this is another match that has kind of big implications. Looks like Matt Wadden concedes. So Ryan Jelson will win this match. Again, we're currently waiting on Tacobill and Jason to start. While we are talking about it, let's talk a little bit about the Gem PC. So right now, the Gem PC, we spoiled the bracket last night on Holo Theater. So big news there. A lot of exciting matches. Again, thanks to Batmouse for putting it together. Everybody who helped put it together as well. That is going to be starting on January 1st. And once that starts, we'll have a lot of stuff going on regarding that. Just letting Bill know that we're live right now, so a lot of people can come on and watch this game as well. Again, like I said, Joe Olson's going to be joining us momentarily. Okay, it looks like Bill is. He has his table up. He is playing Dark Side. Okay. Waiting for Jason to join. It looks like Jason has joined, so here we go. Bill versus Jason, top 4 match. Ral Ops versus Diplo. So, Bill playing Ral Ops. Jason is on Diplo, so kind of an interesting little match. Very thematic. I like that. Starting interrupts from both players. Your normal interrupts. I know that this Dark Deal, or not this Dark Deal, this Route Ops is going to be getting a new interrupt here soon, so be on the lookout for that. Bill's going with You Cannot Hide Forever combo, Imperial Rest Order, and Endor Shield. Jason going with Strike Planning, I Must Be Allowed to Speak, and Walkling. So again, this is essentially a win if you're in match for both players. Bill says that Jason is currently in the second position for strength of schedule. So, and Bill's in first. So, kind of exciting. So essentially, right now it's the 1 and 2 players for the Jawa Cup. Bill's going to go get Blizzard 8 with the Death Squadron assignments. Okay, do or do not to turn off You Cannot Hide Forever. So I don't know if Bill used it, but that's not a good thing. Okay, he did take Cardia out, so he was able to get that. He did not get the Insignificant Rebellion yet. Okay, there's General Leia for Jason. And here we go, Bill's first turn. He's getting 5 force. Now expecting him to go do some route ops stuff. Okay, there's the Cardia from his hand. Jason grabs his grabber, and Bill will use his objective. So there is the Spaceport Prefect's office from Bill. He's going to go get a docking bay as well. You can see Executor docking bay. So there's Admiral Piet coming down from Bill. So getting your normal start for route ops. Going to go heavy. There's Commander Desane. Desane likes to get you free shuttles, shuttling, landing, taking off. It all is free. He gets you a land a class shuttle or landing craft into from your control phase. But he is a commander. He deploys for 2, so kind of a cheap commander, you know, just in case you need it. Okay, there's Bill's grabber. Bill did draw his last card in his force pile, so and he's going to get secret plans as well. So normal's Terran for Bill. The fact that he has his mobilization points suspended right now means that he's not getting that extra force generation from the card. There's Alderaan from Jason. So he used his objective to pull it, so he's not going to be getting any other Tatooine locations this turn. See what else he's got. So, okay, I stand corrected. He's going to get the farm as well. I forgot about that with the I must be allowed to speak. So, once per game, he's allowed to deploy his farm. He found it, so he decided to get it out. Let's see what kind, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of version that Jason is playing. If he's playing the old. if he's playing the old, I'm going to take my time, move the Tana 4 over version with like Cardia, like that kind of version, or if he's playing the speed version where he gets out General Calrissian, the Falcon, and then moves it and then does that way. Okay, he's gonna move. He's gonna deploy Commander Nara down to the prefix office and Admiral Radis as well. Okay, there's the all wings combo. So it looks like he is playing the at least some sort of speed version. Yep, there's the Falcon. So let's see. Did he grab General Calrissian before the game? I remember him getting General. Yep, there's General Calrissian. So he is going to be able to flip this turn. He's got two characters on the table. He is going to deliver the plans over to Alderaan. So that's going to be a turn one flip. That's impressive right there. Again, being that we know that Bill has the Blizzard 8 in his hand, we could see a possible trample being played. That way he can get rid of, like, say, if he can get rid of Radis, or if he can get rid of Nara, Radis doesn't draw Destiny on his own. That could be a really bad situation. Okay, the Falcon is going to deliver the plans. Jason's going to take a card in hand from his reserve deck. Not sure why the plans aren't showing up on the screen. Okay, and that's going to end Jason's turn. So he leaves the Falcon over there. He didn't have any force to move the Falcon this turn, so the Tana 4 is vulnerable. There's a lot, like, I don't like that turn. Like, I personally, I think he could have just saved all of his stuff, you know. I do like going to Ralatier fast like he did, but I don't like leaving the Tana 4 vulnerable. He left his guys on Ralatier a little vulnerable, but hopefully he's got, like, the Hojix or something in his hand to deal with, just in case. Okay, Bill is going to take Vader's personal shuttle into hand from his reserve deck. So, yeah, like I'm saying, this could be bad for Jason, like right off the bat. He's saying he was hoping set 17 would be legal. No, unfortunately the PDF is not out yet. So, okay, there's the Spaceport Street from Bill. Again, he uses objective to get it. We do know that he's got the Vader shuttle and a Blizzard 8 in his hand. Yeah, he could have a Hyper Escape. That's a good point, but I highly doubt it. Little. Yeah, that's the other thing. Is, yeah, he doesn't have the hyper speed. There is the Imperial Enforcement from Bill. You got to think he's got the Hojix. Like, otherwise he doesn't really do all of this. Okay, there's Vader's personal shuttle. So now the mobilization point combo is in effect for Bill. He is going to use the other part of it to put it into his lost pile, and he's going to get an effect, an Endor or Death Star 2 effect from his reserve deck into his hand. There's the Insignificant Rebellion Virtual. And Bill does to play it. Yeah, I agree. Rops is top. I don't know if everybody was following the. I don't know if anybody was following the Slack chat today, but Joe Olson pointed out that there's not a lot of options for Darkseid at this point. Like, Rops is tops. Okay. This is interesting. Jared Napolitano has agreed to give out a foil Lord Sidious V-slip for in this chat. Yep, he said, Jason's pointed out, I don't like leaving the Tana like that, but I was 1 force short. So we have the Grand Inquisitor and Admiral Ozzel on the Vader shuttle. And there's the sand effect from Bill, the coarse and rough and irritating. I believe Jason's going to find the effects of that right here, with him losing this Tantive in the battle. Okay, Bill does battle. Power 5-4 in favor of Jason. Chris Kelly would like me to win that foil. Chris Kelly does not need any more foils. I just hate to say that. Okay, Bill draws a 5, so it's going to be 5-11 in favor of Bill. Bill does win the battle, so a lot of shenanery can happen here. The Tantive 4 will go lost. So, in honor of Bill Kafer with that Lord Sidious foil, you know what we're going to do to give that away is I want someone in the chat to tell me three, or, you know what? Give me a second. We're going to make this interesting. Okay, there's a drain. No battle plan or battle order on the table, so Bill's going to lose one to a drain here. He loses the Blizzard Scout Walker off the top of his reserve deck. And we are in Jason's turn, so let's see what he's going to do here. Okay, there's Bill taking out Grand Admiral Thrawn. Mos Eisley hits the table for Jason. So Bill has used all of his Endor shield pools. Luke Skywalker, Rebel Scout, hits the table. And it looks like Joe Olson has joined us. How you doing, Joe?
Hey, good. How are you?
Cannot complain. So, just in case you missed it, again, the current state has happened. Bill was able to get rid of the Tantive 4 last turn. He came down with Vader's personal shuttle, Ozzel, and the Great Inquisitor to Tatooine, and drew a 5 for Battle Destiny, causing the Tantive 4 to go away. Right now, we're still in Jason's turn. He's on turn 3. Or no, he's on turn 2. I'm sorry. He's got Rey, General Calrissian, and R2-D2 C-3PO combo on the Falcon at Alderaan.
All right. So I'm trying to catch. Interesting. Bill's playing Rops right before it gets a huge buff too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Rops is tops, right?
Right, and yeah, it's definitely going to be good in the next meta.
Yeah. He moves the Falcon over to Cardia, so that will allow him to flip.
Okay, so it looks like, so turn 1 he did Nara, Radis, Falcon, Calrissian, and moved and delivered the plans all on turn 1.
Yeah.
And then shuttle came down against, it was just an empty Tantive.
Empty Tantive.
Okay. That's interesting because Bill's turn 1 was Desan, so Apollyon knew that he had access to a ship, access to, a shuttle.
Yeah.
It's surprised he put the Inquisitor on there when Shuttle and Ozil alone draw Destiny.
Yeah.
And obviously you want to stay in space, so your drains are free. And if you come down with just Ozil and the ship, Ozil's 4/6 though. Light will be adding a lot to their Destiny, but it's I guess he didn't want to get cleared from space, but Diplo doesn't usually have a lot of other ships. If they've got Falcon and Tanev, at most they've got maybe a Bright Hope or a Gold Leader and Gold One, or I mean, with Radis, maybe a non-unique Corvette, but like...
Yeah. I mean, you could see like Leia's Resistance Transport to get Rey.
Yep, good call.
Jason is playing General Leia Organa too, so I mean, again, that's another way of getting her out besides the strike planning.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I agree. So
it feels like the Inquisitor was an over deploy.
Yeah.
That he could have been down at the street here, and then
the other thing
more
is
guys on Raltier for flipping, and he would have the sight and system this turn. He would have drained for 3.
Mm-hmm.
The thing I think Jason should have done is move the Falcon. Oh no, it's not that droid. I was thinking it was the R2 that adds an icon, and I was like, he should move it to Raltier, and then he can prevent the flip, and it's a battleground. But of course, it's the combo droids.
The other thing was Bill on before he activated on his turn for his first turn, he used the Death Squadron assignments to pull a Blizzard 8, so we know he has one of those in his hand as well. I thought that could have been really bad for Jason, because if Bill's playing Trample, he could easily just came down, trampled Nara, and just destroyed Radis.
Right. Yeah. Who knows if he was able to fit in a trample.
So it's going to be interesting to see what card Jason pulled with his once per game delivering the plans pool.
Yeah. Right now Tacobill is going to flip by Docking Bay transiting, and if he had deployed the Inquisitor to the street last turn, he would have flipped right now and could have battled and cleared all that off. And
I mean, the thing is, Jason right now is only getting a +2 to his total battle destiny. Bill right now is getting a 4.
Yep.
Jason's, I don't think is doing any damage.
Here's the other thing. I think Jason should have just moved the Falcon to Tatooine.
Yeah.
Bill's capped at 1 destiny there, and I guess he wouldn't have flipped if he had done that.
Yeah.
He wanted to flip first.
Jason is going to be able to do a drain of 1 at Cardia this turn. So, but Bill really doesn't care because he's got Insignificant Rebellion on the table. He does have the Sand Effect on the table as well. So
yeah,
Bill's in a pretty
he's
good
threatening
spot.
a drain of 5. He's set up pretty well. I think Jason moving over so he could flip. I think Tacobill, yeah. I think maybe next turn, Jason, if he has another ship, he should drop it down to Tatooine. Drop a guy, deploy Celebration, and move the Falcon to back it up. And if he can basically just start Plink retrieving and adding like 4 or 5 to his own destinies, I think Diplo will outlast in the long run.
Yeah. Okay, so while we have a slight break here, Jason did go try to deploy a Tatooine Battleground. We're going to do a little bit of a giveaway today. So we're going to give away a Lord Sidious foil V-slip. And the thing is, so what we're going to do is, in honor of Bill, whoever can name the
combo number 5 on the Taco Bell menu.
4 of the V cards that Bill has given out, with the exception of, I'm not going to take Lord Sidious, so you need to so if you can name 4 V cards that Bill has created, you will win the Lord Sidious foil.
So Taco Bill has made 5 V cards?
Yeah.
How has he won so many designs?
Actually, hold on. I think he's done 6.
I have 2, and I win events. Why does Taco Bill have so many?
Oh no, yeah. He has done 5.
Wow.
Um,
Okay, so he's
I
done
don't know.
5. Lord Sidious is 1, and everyone has to name the other 4.
Yep.
Why is Wedge going to Alderaan?
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
I mean, he's
But the
going to
fact that
move
it's,
into
I mean,
Ralter, I guess.
I do like him
But
playing Wedge because Ages of the Black Sun is popular, Core's popular.
yeah, it's a interesting card choice. I don't mind Wedge being in the deck. Um, I mean, I guess he goes to Alderaan because right now he's planning on flipping him back by moving to Ralter, and so he's like, hey, if you want to waste a barrier on there,
Mm-hmm.
go ahead. But why not just play it to Karada at that point then?
Yeah, and that way you have a little bit more protection with the Falcon. I mean, the Falcon's not in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's immune. What?
It's not in danger, but if it does get barriered, might as well have it at Karada than Alderaan.
Yeah,
I guess.
because at least you're doing something.
Right.
I do like him throwing Leia down with all the other two guys there. I mean,
Yeah, so he'll battle. He'll retrieve with Leia. He'll probably win the battle and retrieve with his objective.
I don't know.
So
'cause
maybe
right,
not.
okay,
He's only adding 2 versus adding 4. So Taco's getting a +2, but he's already ahead. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
No sand card for light side out. So
yeah,
light,
Jason grabs
light
that.
grabs command. And if I'm Rops, I'm so happy to see him grab that. I'm so happy because it's a used interrupt. I have no way of getting that back to my hand. Lost interrupts, I can get back over and over with instant rebellion. So now I'm going to be close calling like every Destiny of yours for the rest of the game. Like,
So I think Bill winning this battle is actually going to happen now, and Jason's not going to retrieve another card. Okay, he draws a 4 for. So he's got a 2, or he drew a 2 for Battle Destiny. He draws a 4. Yeah. Oof. Bill draws a 6 right off the top. That's insane. And another 6.
Double 6s plus adding 4. 16 attrition will be enough to clear everybody.
Yeah, that's insane. I mean, Thrawn's going to go lost, but Bill doesn't really care. I had Bill retrieve somebody.
Yeah, you might as well pay the force right here. That's
Yeah, out of what, 23 cards he draws
now,
2
well,
6s?
so now the great thing for Taco is if he has a character in hand who draws Destiny, he could come down against Luke, battle Luke, he'd only be adding 3 because Thrawn's dead here.
Yeah.
But battle Luke and clear him, and that would flip back Diplo because he wouldn't occupy a battleground site and system. And now there's no point in moving Wedge to Raltir because you're not going to flip him back. Jason was figuring he'd still have characters left there at the prefix office, and he'd move over to Raltir and flip him back. But now there's no point in moving over. So now you just have a Wedge sitting at Alderaan. Like, you got to use a force to move it somewhere else. Yeah, deploying it there was just weird. No, he still does move Wedge. Oh, no. I was going to say he hasn't used a Falcon double move. He could move the Falcon over to Alter and then land it, and that would flip him back. He didn't. All right, well, Taco's only got 6 cards in hand, but he's about to drain for 5. That's nice. And he can upload a shuttle, so...
Yeah, he's in a good spot.
Yeah, being able to drop Emperor and shuttle. Jason left 1 forced, so I would right here assume he's got a barrier.
No, the Falcon has not used his double move yet.
JNAP just posted in the streaming Slack channel that if this game is quick, he's got a insane game link from Black Sun Fleet from his Jawa Cup game 2, and so if the game we're doing is just a quick one, we could also do that one. And I was like, well, it's Rob's first Diplo, so
no,
probably won't be quick.
No, this is not going to be quick. Okay, so he loses quite a mercenary. So he loses, like you said, he lost 5 cards there. Looking at some of the stuff he lost a Ben Kenobi from his hand, All Wings combo, quite a mercenary V, Rebel Leadership, and Might of the Republic. So that's some big stuff, like big Destiny.
Yeah. Taco used Seventh Sister to do her Janice effect, so he got an extra card in hand, jump something down
Yeah.
useless. That's nice. He goes David John. That way he can't get flipped back just from a character deploying. He's just gonna have to battle, but I'm not sure I liked that over killing Luke. Um,
I mean,
could
I
see
think
that
at this
either way.
point, does Bill really have to do much? Like, okay,
Yeah, he's getting good damage. I really don't like the Falcon stuck down there.
no.
He needs to get that up to Tatooine, get celebration going, and start going wide himself. Like even if he's deploying guys to Tatooine sites that are drain 0 and just adding +1 to his destiny and retrieving 1 for him, retrieving 1 is as good as draining 1. Um, Better early on, but while you're
Hmm.
stabilized and have a high life force. Um, so, like if all those guys were over on Tatooine, the ones he initially had that were just killed off, and Celebration was out, I'd really like Diplo's position. But right now, with Falcon in an awkward spot, no Celebration out, yeah, it's a
I
tough
mean, he
spot.
hasn't lost or anything. He hasn't lost the celebration yet, so that's still good.
Uh-huh. And he's gonna drain 1-on-1 here.
Yeah. Okay, there goes an Imperial command,
He's
so that's
the the best thing he has going for me. He's got a healthy hand in life force. He's got 34 cards to work with.
yeah.
Taco Bill's got 28. So Diplo's up by 6 right now.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Rops does put a lot of cards on the table. Gideon goes lost from the use pile, so Bill lost it after putting it back with the Seventh Sister. I mean, Gideon draws Destiny on his own. Like you said, you could easily just throw Gideon down in front of Luke and just battle Luke, flipping Jason back. I mean, right now Jason's only getting a +1 to his objective.
Hmm. Yeah, if he could get someone to like the Dune Sea and someone with Luke and the Cantina out so that he had a shuffle, so he was retrieving and then go to Tatooine. So
Yeah.
then he'd be blocking that Tatooine drain. He'd be eating 4 on Raltier sites, but then he'd retrieve 3 of it. He'd be doing fine. Um,
Yeah. I mean, but the biggest thing is he's getting a -1 to all of his drains at his locations.
yeah,
That,
which whatever. You get out bail, and you drain 1 at the Cantina.
but
You
Bale has
drain
to be on the
1.
Tantive, so you have to have the Tantive back too.
Good
Or no,
point.
wait, no, he doesn't have to. It's just as long as the solid
Oh,
plan is
that's
on the
right.
table.
That's right. He has a Destiny on tandem, but he can be
Yeah,
anywhere. Yeah. And he did retrieve the tandem with Leia.
true.
But yeah, so you drain 1 where Bale is. You drain 1 at the Cantina. You get out another Alderaanian or 2. You drain another 1 or 2.
True.
Like you're doing like 4, and you're retrieving like 3. You'll be ahead, but I think he's focusing too hard on flipping Rops back.
Yeah, I agree.
When I play Diplo against Rops, I set up my stuff. I set up Tatooine. I don't care. You can be flipped Rops. I don't care. I'm gonna set up my celebration, set up all my sites, and then now that I'm at 3 or 4 of my own locations and mitigating all your damage, now I'll go back and eventually kill all your guys and win the game.
Yeah.
But he's doing that step too early. But it might still work out. Diplo's pretty favored versus Rops.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta ask, what does your shirt say? I saw there is no Planet 8 or
No
Planet
Planet
9.
B.
Okay,
It is a environmentalism message.
gotcha.
There's no Planet B.
Okay, so now so Hera comes down, but Bill has the barrier.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
okay, Chewie Protector comes down as well. So I don't see him battling into the sister, but the biggest thing here is I would have threw down Chewie with Jin, and then you could just move over to back up Hera.
Well, the problem is if a Destiny clears both of them because he's getting +4, so Chewie only covers 6, Jin covers 5. So if
Okay,
you put them together and Taco draws a 3 +4 is 7, you just lose both.
that's true.
Yeah, he focused too much, I think, going at Raltier, because if Leia had gone over to Tatooine and got a use pull, and then Chewie goes with her and gets a use pull, and you just start setting up over there. I think that's the path to take. Here we're gonna see Diplo's adding 3, draws a 1 for Destiny, so that's rough. They're gonna lose this battle, which means Dark retrieves from enforcement. Oh, and Dark just subtracts.
Like you said, he's gonna be able to play the close call all game.
He's still adding to the total. He's still. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
That was.
I mean, Bill's drawing a 7.
Why was that why is his total 3? He's adding.
So the Destiny becomes a 0. You can't go below.
Yeah, Taco says, I guess total works later. Oops. Yeah, so the Destiny goes from a 1 to a 0, and then it's +3 to his total. Yep, waste of a close call, but he goes ahead and swaps imbalance combo for it. He'll get to do it
again. FN 2199 is not a card. You've got 2 of them so far, the Punishing One and Kin Kian. And I'm not counting any legacy cards. Black 3 is a good one. There's one more.
What's Rebel Enforcement? Oh, he's saying Imperial Enforcement to retrieve rebels, or and draw characters into hand. Of course, that wouldn't have worked with the solo anyway, and then you couldn't play Rey and that sort of thing. So,
or a light side of Rops, yeah.
Apollo says Rops is pretty much my worst matchup, especially once you see Enforcement. I think that's a strategy thing. I think he doesn't know how to play the matchup, because I actually think Rops is one of the best matchups. I love to see Rops when I'm Diplo.
I'm not disagreeing.
I mean, and it goes back to even when Rops was even better, and Diplo hasn't got any buffs in the last 2 years, but Rops was even better at Worlds 2019. This was before the erratas, and I beat both Desai's and Bastion's Rops with Diplo in the top 8. And at Continentals, I'd beat Greg's Rops with Diplo. So, yeah,
Well, okay, so
Apollo says for the stream, it's all dudes in his hand. Oh, he just peaked with Jin, and it's Blizzard 8 EPS. What's EPS? Min, Kerr, Yasan, Veers, Vader with Saber, Grand Moff Tarkin V, close call. That's a stacked hand. I don't know what EPS is.
Emperor's Personal Shuttle.
Okay. Good call.
No, it had, so the card has to have Bill Kafer design original concept by Bill Kafer on it. Lieutenant Dolfed Mika does not. Okay, another drain of 2 at Tatooine. There goes Old Ben and Captain Cassian Andor.
So I guess right here, yeah, I was going to say you just go clear those dudes off altar, because there's no point in even going to clear Luke, because he's draining for 0 and there's no celebration out. So, like, whatever. It's keeping him on the front side. So I could have seen, like, but like Blizz 8 Veers, I could see dropping Blizz 8 Veers on Luke. You get 2 Destiny. After you clear Hera and Chewie, he's only adding 1 to his total. He didn't. He did Tarkin, but then he's only adding 1 to his total, so your immunity less than 6 probably holds up. You draw 2 Destiny and add 3 to your total. You clear Luke, and then you've taken over a drain 2 site over Mos Eisley and speed up the clock.
But I mean, at this point, I don't think he really needs to. Like Bill, I mean, he's got. I kind of don't like the Tarkin there, because he's got the sand effect on the table.
Yeah. Jason says, I feel like that might be game at this point. The -1 drain prevents me from doing much to race you. Yeah, so the solution that Phil actually came up with, the solution back in summer of 2019 when we were trying to decide how to deal with Rops, is it's just Bail. Bail is like he drains. Captain Antilles will drain, and then like who else is the Alderaanians in there? Obviously, if you're using General Leia,
Commander Willard.
Willard is another one. Yeah, so he does that plus like Cantina, and then you're just like, okay, I'm doing 4 and retrieving 4, and Rops is draining like 1 at Carita and 4 at other sites. They're doing 5, and so you're like,
Yeah.
okay, you're doing a net 1 and I'm doing a net 4. I'm winning.
The -1 from Rops like doesn't matter when Bale. Now we actually had some Rops versions that played Decree non-V to stop that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the line you take. That's if you want to win with Diplo, you set up at Tatooine, you set up with Bale, you set up Celebration, and then you just retrieve basically all of Rob's damage and you out damage him.
Yeah. No,
But now
it makes sense
he's
to
in a
me.
bad spot now because Taco wins another battle, he retrieves with enforcement.
Yep.
He's gonna lose Tarkin so that he can swap for him.
And now Jason's cleared off the site.
Yep, he'll free street move over a dude. And now, yeah, Jason's gonna drain for 1. And oh, yeah. So he free street moves 1.
Well, I think he's draining for 2 because of Cardia or Raltier and Cardia.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
But I mean,
Drain
at this
2.
point, I mean,
right now Taco has 28 hand in life, and Jason has 27. So Taco's up by 1. He's about to get drained by 2. So Jason will still be up by 1.
Yeah.
But his board position's rough. He's got to right now. He's getting with 23 in life. He needed to get set up here and stabilize with the celebration out. Because if he eats another 6 and drain next turn, it's gonna be too late.
Yeah.
He said Jason is
Talking about that battle back where Taco drew 6/6 and added 4. He said I was counting on 12 forfeit being enough.
If it was only 12 forfeit, he could have lost
Leia and Bradis and kept Nara there and flipped him back when he moved wedge.
Yeah. But 2 6s in a row. That's insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like Jason did win. So that game went a lot quicker than I assumed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the fourth one. Okay. So I'll give you the prize because you got 3. The fourth one is always 2 there are. Yep. Dorsch got it. So you know what? You both win. So do me a favor. Can you tell me your names? Who is? I'm not sure who PUHG is. But yeah, no, I mean, that was like you said. There is a line, but again, I don't think that Jason knew this matchup really well.
Yeah. Yeah.
a lot of Star Wars games are like that, where it's like we'll be banging our head against it, being like, we're losing this game over and over and over, and then it's like, oh wait, we found this is a strategy you need to take, and then we're like, we're winning. It's just like a lot of it's strategy and game planning.
Yeah.
Well, Tacobill is now 5-0 in the Jawa Cup.
Yeah.
He is, of course, on the council. He's a master, and makes sense that he's doing well.
Oh, if you're sending it to Chris Kelly, you're not getting it, Dorsch. You don't get the foil. I'm joking. No, like both these players, like this was the number 1 and the number 2 seed. So
yeah,
we might actually see them play in the next round, regardless. Depending on matchups and everything, but
so you want to do this other replay that JNat posted in the it's in the marketing channel, not the streaming one. Replays are quick.
Yeah, they are. generally are.
You'll have to share your screen with me though, so that I can see where in the replay you are.
Okay, that I can do. Okay, let me bring this one over. Close this one. Maximize that. Okay, so you see it?
Yep.
Okay, so let's get this one going. So again, we'll start this Adam CFC versus BSF. My Kind of Scum versus Obi-Wan Communing. Ifan Mon as the rep.
So Shevin is his
Yeah.
his species.
No bargain.
No bargain. You know what no
Jump
bargain
Haven.
does, right? Click on it. Click on it.
Oh god. While the Imperials are at Jabba's Palace site, Rebels are deployed +2.
You know what Obi Muning can only play?
Rebels.
Yeah.
That's a good call. Like I like that.
That's cute. Now, of course, Obi Muning will have plenty of its own Tatooine sites to go to, and including, I'm
True.
sure, Cantina and Shuffle and stuff. Oh, and though as soon as I see battle plan, combo, and conflict, I know Light wants to just battle a ton.
Yeah.
So this will be interactive.
Okay, he's got the Now Hutta in his hand, and the best part is like he only needs to. He doesn't have to fulfill the other part of his objective to flip. He only needs to occupy 2 battlegrounds now.
Yeah, I mean, unless.
Well, I mean, Now Hutta's the only
plays,
non-Tatooine location.
True, but he's probably going to deploy that right away. But he has the Shevin in hand anyway.
Yeah.
This is a very weird dark deck. Like just looking at that opening hand, I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. There's, all right, so he plays HUD influence. It's gonna give him an extra. There was why is he drawing? Was the bridge nut? He has Twilight Advisor V in hand. I thought I saw the sail barge passenger deck in reserve. Yeah, because he didn't pay any force to deploy anything, so it had to be in reserve. I don't know why he didn't use that Twi'lek.
Not sure, Jared. Jared asked, don't the non-uniques get forfeit +2 with no non-Tatooine sites?
Oh, yeah, if you're flipped. But it's, I mean, there's already a Yoda. No, the backside of My Kind of Scum. Unless a non-Tatooine location on table, your aliens are forfeit +2. So all aliens, not just the non-uniques.
Yeah.
But that's
well, no, unless a
unless
a non.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some interesting card choices. Like, what is that droid doing there? The B whatever pilot droid, the invasion droid guy. I mean, he won't turn off scum. Yeah, that. I mean, now it makes sense why he has O switch off, but.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, this is
interesting.
I don't know what's going on here. Just drawing again, huh? Oh no, he just passing. All right.
Well, that's a lot of non-Tatooine locations that he just drew into.
A lot of floating Twixes in that light deck in terms of Yoda's hut, War Room. But what's interesting is he has not used his like whatever it is, either the Obi's hut or Obi himself, whichever it is that downloads related locations. He hasn't downloaded any light side Tatooine locations.
Yeah. Okay, there's a special edition Jabba.
All right.
When was the last time you saw one of those being played?
It's been a while. All right, so we get Scum. Power of the Hut will get Effant Mon, I'm assuming.
I mean, he could go like Effant Mon or the Space Cruiser, but he goes with Effant Mon.
Let's see if he's going to flip here. Also, as soon as I see that Draw Their Fire combo, I want to be digging for Gick, because I know he's going to try and overflow me.
Yeah. I
Alright,
mean,
so
he's
now
got the
he plays a
the
Twilight.
Gawk War Beast, so that's not bad.
That'll help if there's any sorry combos, anything like that.
Bill is asking in the chat if we gave away something for Neighbor his terrible, terrible V cards. Yes, we did. We gave away a foil Lord Sidious. I kind of don't like him stacking the audience chamber there.
And since they're the same persona now, Dan actually is obligated, contractually obligated, to give someone a foil Emperor instead.
Wait, who is?
You are. Sidious and Emperor are the same persona, so
Yeah.
you said foil Sidious, which doesn't exist. Instead, it's a foil Emperor now.
Well, I mean, if JNAP wants to, we can.
All right.
There's a live
Did you notice
Stimpy
that,
versus
that Yoda
Sperling.
or the Luke cost 7, Lando cost 7? That no bargain is coming into play here.
Yeah. You know what? Let's go switch over really quick because there's a live match going on right now. Matt Sperling versus Stimpy.
Let's finish this. It's not going to take that long, and then we can jump into that one. It especially might not take that long if there's a Jedi presence right here, and Radis cost 2.
Oh,
Sabine 5.
Radis cost 2. Sabine cost
no
a
bargain
lot.
cost him +8 this turn. Twerps to deploy 3 non-unique aliens from reserve. That's funny.
Oh my gosh. Chevron's coming down for 1. That's
Where's
insane.
the Chevron assault card that'll make him all power +2 and immune to attrition? Luke's gonna go bounce Ephemon so that he doesn't cover all the attrition and battle damage, and he misses. That's unfortunate for him.
Oh, Jedi presence. You called it.
Yeah, I don't know that I would have wasted the Jedi presence there because can just Ephemon. And so here's the problem.
Yeah.
Ephemond's his rep, which means he's playing like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
Which means to get through Overflow, you're gonna need to bounce him because you can't Saria or anything because Nagak
No.
War Beast. So he's just gonna be satisfying all the attrition over and over and over
Yeah.
every turn unless you bounce with Luke. So right there, once you failed the bounce, I would have been like, all right, cool, I failed the bounce. Like, I'm just not gonna waste a Jedi presence until I get a successful bounce.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he lost a card to Sabine. He stacked a card.
Yeah.
Okay, and all he lost was
Force loss.
Radis.
But one
Yep.
Chevin.
1 Chevron goes lost.
What
That's
does-
insane.
What
Love
does
it.
Chevin do? Can you zoom click on
So-
one for me?
1 forfeit at the same.
Covers all the attrition. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not battle damage. But
No, but he's forfeit plus a lot because of his text.
yeah. And then he can start retrieving. Like once he gets more Chevons on the table, he can just start retrieving them.
Yeah, right. He's gonna retrieve with Scum. He's got the once per game Abyss and Ornament. All his dudes are super cheap because he's kicking between Chal, Java, and Scum. His dudes are -3 to the audience chamber.
Yeah.
I like the grabbing the Jedi presence play. Like, with Battle Plan, he's relying on that Jedi presence. He's probably got a solo in there to play it. Oh, yeah, because you can't play aliens. To play it from Lost.
Oh my god, this is insane. Now I see why Jared sent this over.
Oh, is he gonna flip here?
Yeah.
So that he gets +2 to his destiny?
Nope, he doesn't flip, but power 39 to 19. And he retrieves
to.
2.
Politic over there. It's not. Simple Tricks wasn't out. He cancels Luke's text.
Oof.
I'm not sure why.
Stop the bouncing.
Yeah, but you did a lost interrupt. Do you care if any of those go back to your hand right here?
Draws a 5, so
you're not
40, 44. To 23.
Yeah.
I mean, that's gonna clear him. Like that's
Yeah.
21 in battle damage. You can't take that.
Yeah. So Light's best out here would be to stack somewhere else and try and get in a Navran
Oh,
beat.
and Sidon's on the table too.
Yeah. Luckily, it's just once per turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Light's. I guess Dark can just sit there, get Gallet out, sit there and drain two, drain two, drain two, and force Light to go to like Jabba's palace. And
But it's and they're deploying guys +2 there, all rebels.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Or you go to the Desert Heart, they get stuck. There's no.
Oh, he's got the cantina out.
Okay, I'm assuming there's a Navran in here.
Yeah.
At some point, that's the thing I'd be most worried about is Dark Side.
I mean, if he's just sitting at the audience chamber, why would you really fear? Like, there's really nothing you can do if you're light side against that audience chamber.
Yeah, which is fine. He's draining 1 this turn, 2 once Gallet comes out. Like, you can match that at Cantina pretty easily.
Yeah.
You want to click to speed it up 1 notch?
Yeah.
Alright, so Dark Base 3 to drain 1. Narrow, downloads a droid. What if Dark plays Ellis?
You gotta think he does.
Double Probot and triple Scum and Villainy. Is this? I'm so confused. This deck, another one of those droids.
This card options are.
Okay, he's definitely got the. We saw another Yoda in there. That's not too bad.
Light's just drawing. Light just went to its draw phase. They're just drawing a bunch. They're like,
Yeah.
alright. Alright, Dark's gonna drain for 2 here.
Jabba's
Retrieve
corpse
7?
retrieves 7.
Ooh, hang on, pause. What are the 7 leaders? We've got Jabba, Chal, Effant, Shizor, Bib. Who else?
Chal, Jabba, Ephemon,
Oh,
Sidon,
yep. Sidon, that's 6.
Balatik.
Oh, and Balatik, that's 7. Okay, wow. That's amazing. He only had 4 and lost. I don't know why he did that. It's a once per game. Seems like he should have waited a little.
Yeah.
Could also consider playing Space Cruiser and Django aboard and start
Okay,
getting some
Yoda going
free
down
games.
to the cantina.
Sabine. All right. So right now, I'm curious if we Dark Light is at 35 hand in life and Dark is at 31. So Light's actually still slightly ahead, and because Dark has just deployed so much. If you look at that audience chamber, it's silly. So
Okay, I mean him going to space now. He doesn't have to pay to
Yeah.
drain. That's smart.
yeah, and you can drain 3 and show pass. Not seen any Gix or Navran cancelers though.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't really need it. Like at this point, what is Dark Side or what is Light Side gonna do?
So if Light drops a dude to the Desert Heart, and then don't love that. Well, Light could get in a huge. They'd have to bounce Effetmon though, and there's no.
Yeah.
Or cancel his tech some other way, and he doesn't have the bounce Luke.
I
now.
kind of don't like him going down with Wedge and Luke there because Yoda's there. He can't cancel the drain or he can't cancel a destiny.
Yeah, it's just extra power. If he has guts though, that would Wedge and Hera and what's her name, Owen and Baru would all suddenly be a lot more power too.
True.
We saw like a Navran guts.
Another
But
B2
if
droid.
he had done one of those characters to the Desert Heart, and then Dark deploys,
And then he's draining for 4 versus Dark's 3. And then if Dark deploys in battles, then he just declines Destiny, and then Navran's all on top of that.
Yeah.
But maybe, I mean, maybe he doesn't have Nabrin. Okay. I think we're gonna see something crazy, right? They sent this replay for a
hoping.
reason.
Okay, there's a Nabrin. But he doesn't save anything. Well, unless he's got, like,
He
Shiro.
doesn't, yeah, he doesn't need a Destiny, though. It's okay if you don't draw a Destiny of 3 or whatever when you're power 90.
Okay, another Shevin. So 55 to 44.
It's ceasefire, so there's no weapons. Why? What weapons does Light have at that site?
None.
There's 0 weapons at that site, right?
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. It just. Okay.
Okay, there's another Jedi presence.
All right.
85 to 55.
Effetmon covers all of it. Do you have an answer for Effetmon?
I don't think he does. Okay, he cancels Sabine's game text. That's smart.
No. There's
Power
no...
90.
Yeah, but Effetmon just covers it all, and then another one comes out from Power the Hut.
Yep.
All right, conflict. Maybe he can turn Vader and instantly win the game.
Loses wedge. Wedge goes out of play. Yep.
Okay.
Doom stacking circa 2021.
This is so silly. All right.
Oh, no effing Mon.
So if you're dark here, you need to battle, because even with no Effetmon available, Light can't afford Jedi Presence with its grabbed.
No.
So like you're gonna outpower them. You're gonna retrieve with scum. You know, so if you go ahead and you battle,
And now he's got FET on the table. He can use FET, put that the O switch off.
yeah, but he already had a high death. He had like a 5 in there. You might as
Well, he had a
save
5
that
and a
for-
okay. Yeah, that's a good point. He got the Shevin out. That's right.
Yeah. So yeah, you battle. You force Light to lose another character or 2. Light hopefully has a 3rd Jedi presence now that Effetmon's not out. And the problem is that none shall pass.
Yeah.
Means Light can't deploy any more characters, basically. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see what Light can do here.
Another.
Shevins
Okay,
in this deck. How
there's
many
the
on table
Effetmon.
there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Shevins on table. Which he hasn't even used the Abyss and Ornament once per game.
No.
Alright.
There's none shall pass.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see somebody finally playing Zeb. Oh, there's an old card, Oramako.
Yeah. It's a fun one.
Yep, he puts back the, and there's another Jedi presence.
Sure.
Draws a 5, so 67, so he's down by 12. Or no, sorry, down by 11.
How high the Shevins forfeit?
So he's going to stack a card, lose a card.
Lose 2 to Sabine. Yeah.
Yep. Yoda goes lost.
Shevins cover 5 apparently, so he loses
Hey, he's got Shevins for days there.
2 of them and 1 over 4.
Now Darkseid just throws down a bunch of guys.
He is down to 13 hand in life because he's just deployed so much.
Yeah.
So silly. His 16 characters at the audience chamber after losing 2. Man, if Light had the old Tanis Bajek and was like, boom, lose 16.
Proxima coming down as well. FN Mon hits the table. This is insane. Okay, it brings up to 66. So 71 power to 26 before Destiny.
Yeah, that's gonna be down by about
Oh,
40.
that's
5
what,
or so.
44
44. Yeah.
in overflow, and one F and Mon or one Shevin
One
goes
Chef.
lost. That's and he's still going to take overflow.
Yeah. And we can
Yeah,
see the concede.
there's the concede. Okay,
Dark wins by
so
12.
let's go ahead and
It
check out that other game.
That's funny. 3 Jedi presences were played, and Dark basically took a total like 2 overflow the entire game.
Right.
It's a lot of Shevins.
Okay,
That
we've
no bargain-
got looks
that
like
no bargain
Hitko
was big.
versus Hoth CRV. I wonder if Matt is playing as Hoth CRV with tractor beams.
Probably there's Tyrant there. Would you? I don't feel like you would. Oh yeah, look, he just lost in ranges on the top of or in the chat. It said he lost in range from hand and then he lost trample from reserve. So
Yeah.
Hitko
Hey.
probably has no space, but right now, is that a image of a dark? No, that's security precaution. So Light's gonna drain 3 at the one site, 2 at the other, plus ping with 3PO. Light's doing 6 and just has so few cards on table, and is gonna retrieve with his objective.
Yep.
Yeah, Dark's in trouble. I don't think, besides the Jin being there, you know, until she gets trampled, she's stopping most of Dark's damage. But even if she wasn't, Dark would be draining 1 and 2 and pinging 1 with landing.
4 to 5.
4. Yeah, and Light's doing 3,
5.
2, and
Well,
1
he's going to do
six.
5 once he
retrieve
gets
one.
the presence of the Force over there. Right now he's only doing 4. Or no, he's doing 5. So he's going to be doing 6 and retrieving 1.
Yeah, yeah, and put way less cards on table. It's hard to see Hoth CRV winning this.
And
Hoth CRV is not very good. It did get some helpers in this set. It got a new Blizzard one. It got a new like 4th marker, but I don't think they really do anything. Maybe for a future Hoth deck, but I didn't. At least I didn't quite see how they were
yeah.
very strong.
JNAP, I don't think Matt Sperling was the happiest person. That honor goes to oh crap, I can't think of his name. Seattle guy.
What?
Who,
What was it called?
who's the Seattle guy up there who always plays tractor beams?
Oh, Joe Phillips.
Joe Phillips, yeah. I knew his first name was Joe. I forgot his last name. Let's see what Matt has to do here. I mean, he's got to get like Blizzard 2 on the table. That way he can start pulling his trample. Okay. Ooh. Stimpy meant to draw more. See, okay, Matt does allow it. I don't know, like I feel like Hoth CRV could be good, but like you said, it just doesn't have like the stuff yet. I know I played against Joe Phillips at the Endor Grand Prix. The last time it was live and in person. He did play tractor beams. He played because there was a ruling where he captured. I'm playing Diplo. He's playing some sort of tractor beam deck. He captured my Tantive, and I was able to get rid of his Star Destroyer that had the tractor beam. And I learned that's the day I learned that if you lose, like your starship isn't freed, it just goes lost. Oh, he was playing TTO. And the only reason I remember that was because I blew up his Death Star too. Okay, retrieves. Matt stacks a card I filled with conflict, so Jedi Resilience goes out of play. I kind of don't like that. Like, I know it's a 6 and all, but do you really want to stack? Why did you talk him into playing Hitko, Bill? because of tractor beams. Okay, that's smart.
Either one should have beat Hoth CRV. I don't think Hoth CRV is a very good deck. Diplo should just run circles around it. Hit
Yeah.
Ko.
Okay, he does have Admiral Shirnu on the Tyrant, though, so that's pretty good. He's raining for 2 up there, so he's doing 3 points of damage right now. Team Bill. Okay, Arlene Hope moves the Prophecy, so yeah, now he's going to be doing 6 points of damage next turn. Oh, Krennic's on the table too. So, I mean, she stops the drain, but that's still 2 points of damage. So, I mean, Matt's doing 5 points of damage right now.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's still very early. A lot can change. Depends if Dark has like oh, Dark's shield busted. I was gonna say, why is Imperial Detention out? What free card does he think Hitko plays? So Dark's shield busted, but if he has like a Presence of the Force and can play Cold Feet again, or I guess he played Min to get out the extra. If he has a Cold Feet and he can get out Resistance, that would help.
Yeah, I don't like the Imperial, what is that, Imperial Detention? Okay, I mean, that's going to increase the damage there a little bit. I mean, now Matt's spreading, so that way he's going to do, what, 3 points of damage with the effect? But the fact that he's got more cards on the table than Bill, that's not really good for him. Okay, Matt's just going to draw a few cards here.
So you may start your landing's gonna add in a huge ping here.
Light probably. Well, I was gonna say probably doesn't play What Chance Do We Have, but even if they did, they're not at.
No, they're not enough
More
battlegrounds.
battlegrounds.
Well, no, you just
So
have to. It's
starts two.
they have to occupy more battlegrounds than you.
Okay. So,
So-
what chance here, theoretically, if he had it,
Well, I mean, if Tacobill gave Stimpy the right line, he should be playing it.
I think he'd probably play relatively unprotected over what chance in Hitco, unless opponent occupies more battlegrounds.
Yeah. So What Chance would reduce that down to 1 here.
But if you're worried about TTO, you'd probably be running relatively unprotected over what chance in Hitco, since it doesn't typically go to mini battlegrounds. So, yeah, either way, Matt's probably going to ping 3, drain 1.
No, he's draining
Four,
2
but
up in
that's-
space because Shirnu's there.
Oh, nice. So that's 6 or 5.
And- And then he's doing 2 more points of damage because of Krennic.
Oh, right.
So he's doing 7 points of damage next
7.
turn.
And and light is draining 3 and 2 is 5 plus 3 PO makes 6.
Yep.
And then he's retrieving 1. So they're both doing the same amount of damage.
Yeah.
Dark has put out more cards.
The other thing is, and I think so. Stop me if I'm wrong. Matt could play trample after using Krennic. Is that correct?
Yeah.
To add 2 more points of damage in a turn.
Yeah. Yep. Trigger Krennic, trample, drain 2.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, and Bill points out into the chat that Garrison's on the table as well. So you use Krennic, trample Jin, and then Garrison for a lot.
Oh, Walker Garrison.
Yeah.
I was thinking Stormtrooper Garrison. I was like, where is it? I was like looking all over. Stormtrooper Garrison actually would be pretty good here to go to the light Echo Docking Bay, because it would turn it into a drain of 3 for Darkside, +1 at opponent's location, +2 for Rebel base. Or something
Okay,
like
so
that.
Matt lost a squadron assignment, Blizzard 2, We Must Accelerate Our Plans, Avenger, and Imperial Enforcement, and a command. So I think the big card there was the Blizzard 2, but he's got walkers on the table, so
Yeah, Garrison would make that a drain 3. But yeah, Walker Garrison would be a huge drain here. And Light has no way to satisfy Ultimatum. Yeah, interesting.
now I'm wondering if Bill is playing like a Hanshu the Falcon or something for space. And Bill's also got to worry about if he's got like Jedi levitation or anything to retrieve stuff with. Matt has the code clearance shield on the table. Okay, Corn Horn coming down in front of Goddard and the Marquin. Okay, Corn Horn and
He's going-
Kenobi with lightsaber, so that's not too bad.
Why is he going to the Ice Plains instead of killing
The Blizzard 4. I mean, Goddard's only a forfeit of a 3.
Oh, I guess he probably checked his reserve.
Okay,
So he
breaks
knows.
Jin's cover. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, he's like, well, if I'm losing 2 to Krennic anyway, I might as well lose 2 to the drain, and then he
Yeah.
can move over and have backup to go with Obi. Not sure I love the preemptive sand pull. Oh, yeah, I guess he has no... I was thinking he had a general. I would have waited for a command or something, but...
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, if we can get rid of Goddard and the Marquin, that's a drain of 2s there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to definitely get rid of them.
Yeah. Protected himself from close call with the sand card.
Yeah.
Like that. Close
Smart
call
move.
used there would have been brutal. Oh, and it makes Tarkin just a 1. But
Yeah.
fortunately, you're not immune.
So you lose the Corn Horn. I mean, Obi has got the more forfeit. He's got better power. So, and Matt has a stack card. He stacks the Tarkin he just drew. Yeah, that clears Matt from that site. Jin moves over. Yeah. I mean, now he's only taking 6 points of damage this turn instead of 7.
Yep. And he's threatening a drain at the planes that
Yeah.
he has to deal with.
I mean, he could easily just send Veers or the Blizzard 1 over. But I believe that's just Veers V, so it's only what you need to do attrition less than 4. But I mean, Krennic has 8 and forfeit, and he kind of did his job. So I mean, yeah, you could go over with the Blizzard 1 there.
You retrieve Leia's blaster rifle. It's like on one hand you're like, I want to put that out of play because shooting my walkers is bad. On the other hand, you're like, well, Leia's over on the Death Star.
And he stacks the Walker Garrison.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, 3 different sites, so that makes sense. So the
Yeah,
fact that he had the
but
Walker
if he could
Garrison
keep
in
one
his
alive
hand,
there, and then Garrison, even if you don't have to have three controlling, right? Just occupying
yeah,
at three different hot sites. He could even move one into the Echo docking bay because it's not marker sites; it's just hot
Yeah.
sites, and then drain at the other. I mean, he drains at all of them +2
yeah,
at hot locations, so the system too.
yeah,
So yeah, I don't like stacking that unless he's out of walkers. So
yeah,
like we saw him top deck Blizzard 2, we see Markland and Blizzard 6 there. If he is out of walkers, then okay. But otherwise, man, if you can go to the docking bay and if you can just get one turn through that, and that would do an extra like 8 damage.
yeah. No, I agree. Okay, there goes a Luke and our only hope off the top. Pair of 2. I mean,
All
Life
right,
Force
I gotta
counts.
run, Dan. Thanks for commentating that game with me.
You too. Yeah, you
Have a
take
good
care.
night.
Let's do this. Stop the share. Okay. It's exchanging, so. Yep, there's the ping of 2 from the you may start your landing. Okay, Tarkin going down to. Okay, so Tarkin going down to the Death Star 2, that's not a bad option. Kind of like that. If you can remove him from there, he's got Coward on the table. Yep, Thrawn V. So, yeah, I kind of like this play by Matt. Like I said, if he can get rid of. And Apollyon. So he's got a lot of forfeit there. Between Tarkin, Thrawn, and Apollyon. So, a lot of forfeit. Drawing multiple Destiny. Leia's only a forfeit of 8. So if he can draw higher than 8, you can get rid of 3PO and Leia. Merrick Steele, more forfeit. Like, that's pretty good. And, yeah, he doesn't have resistance, so he can't. So he won't make the drain of 3 at Luke's site any less, but he's kicking back in Come Here, You Big Coward. So that would turn off the retrieval. That would turn off the drain at the marker site. So he needs to draw higher than a 4 at least. Okay, canceling Tarkin's game text. I mean, he already allowed it, so yep, Tarkin's game text is canceled. But I believe he already added the Destiny, so he does get the Destiny. It stops to redraw, but he's only got 2 Destiny there, so he's not going to redraw anything. He just has to draw higher than a 4 here. He checks out his Destiny there. Kind of wish he would have did that beforehand. Oh, there's the last card off the sand effect. So he's only getting 1 Destiny though. Again, if he can draw, he draws a tractor beam, so that's only going to be 3PO. It does stop the drain, but he's got the drain now at the marker site. 11 to 10. It's only going to be 1 character. I believe it's going to be Merrick Steele here. And 3PO for Bill. Apparently he had a higher destiny, so yep, Merrick Steel goes lost. Let's see, is it going to be Leia or is it going to be 3PO? I'm going to guess it's going to be 3PO here. Yep, there goes 3PO. And he's going to attempt to retrieve the 3PO. And yeah, he does retrieve 3PO. So Matt did not want to stack a card there. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So he uses Walkling instead of the objective, so that way he can't stack the card. He does get the 3PO. Blizzard 1 does move over in front. Okay, that's right. It was Matt's turn. Okay, so we're now into Bill's next turn. Again, he's going to be draining for 3 at the Ewok Village. Should be able to activate 14, saving 3. Actually, still on Bill. Guess he's deciding on what he wants to do. Okay, so he uses Death Squadron assignment. There's no card in there, so Bill gets a free peek. Yoda coming down to help out Leia, just like in the movies. He's got 10 more force to work with this turn, so he's got a lot he can do. Again, Matt is going to be able to... He's got a lot of forfeit there. Again, this is a battle of 4 and 1s, or this is a battle to go to 4 and 1 for both players. Captain Utani hits the table down at the 3rd marker. He should be able to do some damage there. If Bill decides to initiate a battle with Jin and Obi-Wan, he could fire into that one, but looks like he's going to be initiating a battle at the 3rd marker as Lando hits the table as well. So it's going to be interesting to see. Yep, he does initiate a battle. He gets 2 destiny. Matt is only getting 1. Tani's going to fire at Kir Kanos. Draws a 6. That's going to hit Kir, making him forfeit 0. So that's going to clear Matt from that location. Draws a 5 for the first destiny. Draws a 5 for the second one, bringing him up to 19. Again, Matt is only going to be getting 1 destiny here. And it looks like he's also going to be stacking a card. He draws a 6, so that's going to clear Lando, but Utani should be there to stick around. Matt does is forced to stack a card. He's going to stack a tractor beam from his hand. So now Matt is taken off the table from a battleground, and being that battle order is on the table, he's going to have to pay 3 to drain for 2 up in space. Yep, Matt is cleared, and Utani sticks around. Bill decides to go into his move phase here. Looks like he's going to move the... I'm assuming he's going to move Utani over with Jin and Obi-Wan. Or he could just move him over to the docking bay if he wants to, but I'm thinking with Jin and Obi-Wan is the better move here. Yep, Utani moves over, and that should end Bill's turn. Okay, again, Matt, if he wants to drain up in space, he's going to have to pay 3. He is going to cause some damage with the prepared... or you may start your landing. So he's going to cause 2 points of damage with that. Let's see if he's going to drain. He does pay to drain. So there goes a Luke Skywalker Rebel Scout and a Clash of Sabers from hand. Bill's also going to lose Hear Me Baby Hold Together off the top of his reserve deck. And if he loses off the top, yep, there goes a Where Are You Looking For Me? So that means that the top card of his reserve deck is a Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight. Ooh, Stormtrooper Garrison hits the table. It does add a destiny, but again with Leia there, it looks like Matt's only going to get 1 destiny, or 2 destiny, sorry, because of Tarkin. Yep, Leia is going to attempt to cancel the Stormtrooper Garrison's game text. Again, the top card is a 6, so yep, that Stormtrooper Garrison has their game text canceled. Matt draws a 4. So this should get rid of Leia, as she's only immune to attrition less than 4. And a 6 for the other one. So that brings him up to 22. Bill's only getting 1 destiny here. He draws a 6 as well. That's big. So Leia's going to go lost, and Apollyon could go lost. Yep, Apollyon goes lost. So the Stormtrooper Garrison is going to stick around, but Leia also is going to go lost here. Oh, that makes me sad. And Yoda's going to stick around. So Bill does still occupy 2 battlegrounds, so Coward will not come into effect here. And go into so Stormtrooper Garrison has his game stacks back. There are 2 leaders there, so Tarkin would add a destiny next turn, unless Bill has something to cancel his game text or the Garrisons. So, and we go into Matt's move phase, and he's going to move the Blizzard 1 back over, so that when he now occupies a battleground site and a battleground system, so he's not going to have to pay to drain. And I'm expecting him to draw some cards and then use upkeep on the Garrison this turn. So this turn we're going to see Bill pay to drain. He's got the drain of 3 at Luke's location. He's got a drain of 2 at the marker site, but again he has to pay 3 for each of those drains. He is going to be activating at least 14, so that would give him, if he's got any forces that he saves in his reserve deck, at least 7 to work with this turn. So he could come down with like another character, back up with Yoda. Okay, Matt's going to play We Must Accelerate Our Plans. Put a 5 back into his deck. And again, I want to say he's going to end his turn and use the upkeep on the Garrison. And then he's going to pass his turn. Oh, and he's got to keep upkeep on the Blizzard 4. So he's got to keep both of those upkeeps going, so he doesn't have any force to work with this turn. Both players haven't used their grabber yet this game. So let's see what Bill's going to do this turn. He's got 14 first force in his reserve deck. Right now, as it stands, Matt is ahead on life force in hand by 1. But again, this is before Bill decides to drain. Here we go. Bill is going to activate. He activates 13, saving 1. So it does look like he's going to want to do something this turn. Okay, here we go. Drain of 3 at the Endor village, or the Ewok village. Matt regretting the fact that he played the Imperial Detention instead of Resistance. Okay, there goes a Death Squadron assignment. Blizzard 8, and we must accelerate our plans. First two off the top of his reserve deck, and the last one from his hand. Okay, let's see if Bill decides to drain at the marker site. Okay, he's not going to drain at the marker site, so he's got 10 force to work with this turn. Leia hits the table again. Again, Matt is drawing 2 Destiny. And Cassian Andor comes down in front of Blizzard 4. Bill decides not to battle here, so he's going to move his characters around a little bit. Utani goes over with Cassian. Obi-Wan moves over in front of the Blizzard 1, and Jin backs him up. And here we go with Matt's next turn. He's going to save 3 force. So he activates 10, saving 3 force in his reserve deck. See if he wants to do anything else this turn. Again, he doesn't have to pay to drain, so he's going to be able to drain for 2 up in Hoth for free, and then he's going to cause 2 points of damage with the you may start your landing this as well. So Bill is going to be losing 4 cards this turn. Okay, loses Jedi Knight, Luke, and a Jedi Levitation. There goes an Only Hope and Best Shovel as well. 3 cards lost from hand, or 2 cards lost from deck, 2 cards lost from hand. Ooh, excuse me. Again, the Blizzard 4 is only immune to attrition less than 4 there, so Veers and Krennic are on the Blizzard 1. So if Matt has like another character to come down, he could initiate a battle there, clear off some of that stuff, make it so that Bill has to run away. The other thing is that Bill now occupies 3 battleground locations, so he's not really worried about come here, you big coward. Okay, and here we go. Battle at the third marker. Imperial Command to add a Battle Destiny. So Matt is getting 2. He draws a 4 for a Destiny to power, so he's got 17 to 9. Pretty sure he's going to win this battle. If he draws higher than an 8, he should be able to clear both those characters. He draws a 4 for the first Battle Destiny. He draws a 4 for the second one, so Obi-Wan might be the only character going to the lost pile here. Let's see what Bill is going to draw for Battle Destiny. He draws a 1. Matt's not going to lose anything in that battle. And Bill is going to at least lose Obi-Wan. He is down by 15 in battle damage. There goes Jyn Erso. So he's going to have to lose Obi-Wan as well. Yep, Obi-Wan goes lost, and the Blizzard 4 survives. Now, Matt could easily just move the Blizzard. Bill has said he doesn't see a path, so this might be a concession for him. He loses Obi-Wan with lightsaber and Hera and battle damage. But Bill saying that he doesn't see a path might be a concession from him. Matt moves the Blizzard 4 over to protect that. And we go into his draw phase. Again. And he's going to draw a few cards. So, good sequence of events there for Mr. Matt Sperling. Matt recirculates. He is going to spend on upkeep. Again, he's going to pay to keep the Blizzard 4 and the Garrison alive. And that should end his turn. He's got 11 cards in Life Force. Bill has 9 cards in Life Force and 1 of hand. So, go to Bill's control phase. He does pay 3 to drain for 3 at the Ewok Village. Let's see what Matt loses. He loses a Tractor Beam from his hand. He loses a Gick, and we're in attack position now. So. And Bill does drain at the marker site. It is a drain of 2. So Matt is going to have to lose an extra, 2 extra cards. Loses Imperial Decree. That's a card that would have been coming in handy. And he loses a Death Squadron assignment as well. And I'm assuming that is going to be the end of Bill's turn. He is going to go into his draw phase, so he should be able to retrieve 1 with his objective, though. Nope, he moves his Cassian and Utani over. There's a trample from Matt on Utani. Bill does grab it. Matt draws a 6. Utani is going to go lost. Now, he moved both Cassian and Utani over. I mean, both those characters, there was not enough there originally to draw Destiny, but I mean, Utani could have shot. But okay, Matt Sperling wins with the concession from Bill. So good job by Matt Sperling on your victory. So we had a nice little evening. We saw Bill Kafer defeat Jason Rendu, or I'm sorry if I butcher your name, I probably do. In the first game, we saw a replay submitted by Adam CFC and BSF. And then we saw Matt Sperling defeat Stimpy in this match as well. So, again, thanks to everybody who tuned in. Congrats to the winners of the games. And congrats to the 2 people who won the Lord Sidious foil from Jared. Make sure you tune into Hollow Theater on the 27th for our Guest of the Year announcement. Make sure everybody votes. So far, I believe we had only 10 people vote on that. I'm not going to tell who's in the lead. That's for me to know and you guys to find out. So make sure you guys vote on that. And then, yeah, get your Jawa games in. And we'll see everybody in a couple weeks. Until then, take care and have a good holidays.